others extreme. With expectations from the people and responsibilities of the government, there is always an outpour of emotions and analysis from all angles. On this space, your space, we bring these views together to harmonize them in such a way that you can understand the societal issues on ground. So join us on Your Space every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday on Cool City Television, where we allow you to air your views on these societal matters. Remember, it's your space, your opinion, and your voice.
Good evening and welcome to your space on Cool City Television. I am Obi Olufsharon, and of course with me today in the studio we have Mr. Wanfo George. Welcome. And today we'll be discussing about the effect of life choices. And having known that, do we actually know that we actually make choices, but choices actually make us? And one thing in life is that choices is one thing that is inevitable. They actually start small, but at times, as we begin to age, we are actually faced with numerous choices, which has the power to shape our everyday life.
Particular one.
Okay.
There are 2, 3, 4 paths you can follow. There are 2, 3, 4 places you can go to, but you have to choose a particular one. Then that one you have choose becomes your choice.
Okay.
So in life sphere now, it becomes your life choice. When you can relocate to Lagos, you can relocate to Abuja, you can relocate to UK, US, and you choose to relocate to Madukwe. It's your life choice. It depends on you. Sometimes forces of life, or let me not say forces of life, sometimes circumstances of life could limit our choices to a certain range of choices. But for the fact that you are in a free world and you could dare to do anything, I'd say the choices we take that gives outcomes of what we become or what we end up in is solely dependent on our convictions and how far we can go to get what we want.
Okay, how far we can go to get what we want. But do you think that what is right is often forgotten than what is convenient?
What is right and what is
convenient? Yes.
What is convenient most likely should be what the society at large sees as right.
Okay.
I think that's what should actually be convenient. The pathway the society at large wants you to do. They want you to be a doctor, they want you to be a lawyer, they want you to appear responsible, work 6 to 8, get a modern salary. That's what seems to be accepted by the society. But at the end of the day, when you take some certain life risks and get to some certain points, they jettison even those people who took that societal path, and they give honor, respect, and unconditional love to those people that have told the other way and gotten things they that told the right way couldn't get. So it depends on the choice, the means, or I would say the end is more important than the means. People don't care how you get it. They don't care the path you took to get it. They just want to see that at the end of the day you got what you got. Just
like students, let's say students for example, most students actually prefer not to read.
Yeah.
But they would go meet their lecturers to work things out.
At the end of the day, those that read and those that met the lecturers, those that
still come up.
At the end of the day, people are more interested in the students with the A. If you have the A, you know what's up. So more people would want to, even though those people that got C's and B's, but they feel that these guys know the whole thing very well, they get a level of respect too. But at the end of the day, you see that those guys that get those A's, especially when people know that you didn't do the right thing to get it, people always want to meet you and ask you how far, how did you go about it? You got an A and we're playing together, all this, that kind of a thing. It comes to the broader society where some go to school, some are dubious and all that. And some of those ones that are dubious, that are getting what they want to get, you see what they get more attention than those ones that are doing the patient dog and waiting for the bigger bone. You understand? So it's all about life choices, and there are choices you take that attract more people. There are choices you take that make you seem like you're walking in the lonely path, especially in a society like this where the wrong thing seems always like the right, and
the right thing
seems like it's the wrong thing. So when you take those choices that might look wrong, but are giving you the kind of results society wants to see, you tend to be more attractive, you tend to be more appealing, more of the kind of person people want to spend time around and all that. You understand? But at the end of the day, we should understand that the things we do today, the choices we make, at the end of the day, determines how well we live or how long we live, or the conditions we find ourselves in. Because actions and reactions, they say in physics that they are equal and opposite.
Yeah.
But for every action, there is there is, I won't really use the word reaction. For every action, there is an end point.
Okay.
There is something. There is the word is not condition, but for every action, there is it's not really reaction, but there is something you get
From it, yes.
For doing the right thing, there is something. For doing the wrong thing, there is something coming at it.
Okay. With this you're saying now, you're trying to tell us that okay, there are healthy choices and
Yeah, of course.
unhealthy.
Of course, there are very healthy choices. There are very unhealthy choices too.
Okay.
But the thing with life, to my small knowledge, is that it doesn't really go the way we want it to go most of the times. You understand?
Okay.
Some people take those choices that are really, 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 really unhealthy, and at the end of the day, they find their way to make it right. Some people start up with stealing, some start up with doing drugs, and they end up using that drug money to maybe
To
enter
do something
politics,
good, yeah.
start business. They might end up doing very well in that politics or business, and they now turn back to society and become philanthropists. You see somebody that started his career a killer, a kidnapper and everything, he sold drugs, he fought with cartels and everything. At the end of the day, he comes back home, maybe gets a political seat, and start helping people, start liberating people, start making people that shouldn't have gone to school. He starts sending them not just to school, but even sends them abroad to do masters and even PhDs. So the end is what people look at. But sometimes we don't take a critical look at the process, the means through which that result that was gotten was gotten.
Okay. Well, why does it look like people tend not to want to take the consequences of the choice they do make?
The consequences are always harsh when it's negative.
But they didn't get to think about it before they took their
it's in
choice.
consideration. That's where risk comes in. For everyone that would get something worthwhile out of life, there is a risk you take to get it. Every money any man would ever make in life must come from some other person. Before you make 10 billion naira in life from your 0 naira, it must be somebody in this world that will send that money to you. So there must be something you would do for someone to give you that money. Every money anybody can make in life is with somebody presently. If I'm ever going to make 10,000 naira, if it's not with me today, it's with somebody. If somebody's going to make 1,000 naira, maybe it's with me. They have to bring a value to me that will make me give that money. You understand? So some people take some choices that seems to be unhealthy. That's where risk comes in. So they have to do what they have to do to get what they want to get. But these life choices and these choices, we should always consider these things we are doing. Are there repercussions that will come hunting at me or my children? Some people do some certain kind of businesses and they live very well, live their lives and they die.
Yeah.
But that surname that they passed on to their children, to their wife and families, there are offices that once they hear that surname, he won't just chase you away. He will chase you away and find a way to deal with you. You understand? One preacher says our names are either keys or padlocks. You understand?
So one thing, yeah.
At one place, your name can open the door for someone. At another instance, it can
actually
close
lock
the
the
door
door,
for
yeah.
someone. I'll quote him. There was a story he told where
Okay.
a young man who graduated from law school, very intelligent young man, he was
Wow.
struggling, no way, no job. He found himself in a positive circumstance though. He found himself in a conference with one very great barrister. The kind of barrister that turns down people that bring him deals of hundreds of millions.
Wow.
He's that kind of a person.
Okay.
You understand? So after the conference, the young man struggled, and he met the man and told the man to help him. The man said, okay, I'll help you. The man said he should just be walking with him. So they were walking. The man was just asking, how are you? How was your family? The guy was saying, sir, I'm not fine, I'm suffering.
Yeah.
The man told him just be smiling and be responding to me. Doesn't change, don't come back to me.
Wow.
So when the young man left, as he was still frustrated with him and told him, I have a deal I've been begging to give to this man.
Yeah.
Since you are walking with him and talking with him, it means I can see a level of competence in you.
Yes.
I believe that for you to have this kind of relationship where you can walk and laugh with him,
With him,
it
yes.
means in a conference, in open, it means your reputation is not so questionable.
Yeah.
I have this deal I have for you, and he spoke with the guy. You know, this kind of, there's a level of you have yourself and you expect all these 50k deals, 100k.
Yeah.
The price that was proposed was so big, he didn't have to even argue.
Yeah. He
So he
just
accepted
accepted.
it, did a lot of things, called friends, they did the whole thing, and he got up and started standing.
Wow.
So he now packaged things to meet the man back, to appreciate him. And the man was like, what did you learn from what happened? That he's not interested in the gifts, that he can
The
afford any
gratitude,
kind
yes.
of gift. That if he even calls people to give him gifts, people are piled up that want to give him gifts to get his attention. But what did you learn from it? And the guy noticed that it was just working with him. That reputation, that good name is a key.
Yeah.
Had it been that man was a troublemaker, a troubleshooter, an incompetent person, seeing you with him alone will make people to sit back and decide I will never do something with this person. I've had reasons where someone might ask me to do something. I would want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm scared of relating with them because you might do something with them. Maybe that thing is not something you want to let out. You might do it with them. And the friends we keep, which is a choice, to could positively or negatively influence what we get in the long run.
They influence the
People
choices we
might
make.
see you as a responsible person.
Together, yes.
So for you and that person to be working together, there is no way there's nothing that brings you guys together. There's no way there's nothing that makes you guys want to laugh together, play together. There's no way your thoughts, your line of reasoning doesn't align together. For you guys to work together means there's something bringing you guys together. If there was nothing bringing you guys together, you guys can't work together. You understand?
Okay.
So the choices we make, the people we follow, the way we relate with people, they all sums up to how we are going to be in life. When Einstein and Darwin were postulating, Darwin was talking of survival of the fittest, where we are products of what we grow around.
Yes.
That there was even an illustration where there was this twin. One grew up with the dad. The one that grew up with the dad, he seemed to be more disciplined, but he wasn't so nice. He wasn't so loving, but he was very fit, very mean, and was up and doing. But the one with the mom was a very soft person, very nice, jolly good fellow, but things weren't really working well for him. As much as there's protocol and all that, that was more of we are products of how we grew up, environmental factors. In terms of people now, apart from environmental factors, the people you associate with, the kind of parenting. One man also said something like, when you see somebody that goes outside to steal and kill people or kidnap, that if you look back at history, it doesn't just start from him going out to kidnap. No. And there was a father that didn't beat him, that didn't stop him. There was one that laughed at it. Maybe the next day he stole money and they said it's our money. The next day he went to the neighbor's home, they stole money and the family came and fixed the case. You understand? Instead of going outside 2-3 times, he succeeded. He started getting money from stealing. Then I saw that the money he's getting from stealing is 10. People don't just go negatively from 10 to 1. So about life choices, be wary of the decisions we take. Like me as a person now, I know sometimes I'm easily addictive to things. So there are things I struggle so much to avoid. You understand? I think the reason I don't smoke is because I know it's addictive. Third foods that the problem pops up, you can't stop again. Masturbation is one of those things too. If it's easy to start them, it's easy to consider them, it's easy to do it 1, 2, 3 times. But when you have crossed 5, 6, 7, you have crossed the Rubicon, you have crossed the point of no return.
But I don't think someone can actually take the choice to stop.
Yeah, it's
even
also
after
comes to a choice. It's also comes to a choice. When plastic is still very hot, it's easy for you to shape it
to any form
you want. Then you can straighten it. But addiction works like it's no longer hot, it's now cold. That plastic is now cold. it's now stiff. When you bend it, it goes back. Take yourself to that point where you have to go back and melt yourself. To now straighten yourself, then let it cold. It's a very rigorous process. It's very, very difficult. But if you can avoid it from bending while it was hot and you maintain it to get cold, then you have cost.
Okay. Okay, coming down to this our generation, you know, we are being referred to as Gen Z. Our generation, we do things like, I don't care, whatever it has to be, let it be. Do you think this our choice of doing things would actually affect us sooner or later?
There's nobody that doesn't care. There's nobody. Even those people that we see like very wicked, very mean, that don't give a, they don't dare, they don't care about anyone or any person. They care so much. Just that they have found a way to restrain themselves. I'm such a person. I'm the kind of person that could be very, very, if I'm angry, I don't know how to start complaining, start crying, start shouting. I don't believe there's something someone would do to me in public that will make me shout, that will make me raise my voice. I don't think it's possible.
Well, don't you think that is because of the way you're wired?
No. I sometimes I want to shout myself. That's why I can tell you that sometimes I think of what possibly someone would do to make me start breaking, and I can tell you confidently that it's not possible. I'll just be quiet and leave. It's not possible, and it's because I choose.
Are you sure
it's
it's not possible because of it's you?
I think I can't do it.
Okay.
I've been in 1-2 situations where people are shouting, I feel like shouting, and I just kept quiet. I think it's something that is almost impossible for me to say in 10. Understand?
Okay.
So doing those ones that make you mature could be seen as mature. The one that treating you or even break a bottle, it makes you see that you are coming with shouting, I'm coming with violence. So you want those its limits. You understand? Even though I'm quiet and calm and this, there's a limit. You can shout heaven and hell.